Hey folks, Kurt Henninger here, and I want to give you a quick tip here to generate some leads for your business right from the internet. Something that absolutely it's what it works right now very well, and super simple to do. So why don't we go ahead and get started and dig right into it? So one of before I've talked a lot about before about article marketing. I think it's a super simple way for people really to just people who are just getting online to start learning how to write content to get your website or whatever piece of content in front of your target market. But one of the biggest problems and one of the biggest complaints about article marketing is that people just don't know what to write about. Okay, and I understand where you're coming from. It can be and I'm not talking about keyword research or number of searches or anything like that. Just hey, I don't have any idea what to write about. Okay, and I'm going to give you a quick tip here and how to implement that here really quick. So we're at the homepage of Ease on Articles here, and my tip really is to figure out what to write about. Go find out what other people are already reading. Okay, and let me give you an example here. So on the homepage of Ease on Articles, there's a bunch of different article categories. And really what I did, I went to the home-based business category, and I already pulled it up here. And so what you see is a listing of the most recent articles that have come out in the home-based business category. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to open up one of these articles right here, most recent article. And what reminded me of this tip was I was actually going over this with a team member here the other day, and this just works like a charm. So, this article, legitimate work from home guide, but scroll down to the bottom here, okay? And this is on every article. There are three listings down at the bottom of every article, other recent articles, okay? So for a very short amount of time, your article, when it's published, is going to be listed on every single other article that's out there in the home-based business category. But really what you want to look at is the most viewed Ease on articles in the home-based business category in the last 60 days. So of all of the articles published in Ease on articles, these articles have been viewed the most in the last 60 days. So really, this is where, and I'll be honest, I cheat a lot. I get a lot of my article ideas from basically what other people are already reading, and I write about the same thing. So, what I did here was I just pulled up a quick one of these top 15 articles, data collection jobs. Okay. No, I'm not saying that this is the best job to get into, but somebody wrote about it and other people are reading about it. So I went went and looked at the article, and no, what I'll do is I'll try to figure out specifically what they're writing about. Pretty simple here. They're writing about data collection jobs. You can read it here. It's the first keyword in their title of their article. It is the first word in the article itself, and it appears a couple times throughout the article. So what they're writing about is data collection jobs, and that is the keyword that they are focusing on. So okay, so let's go to good old Google here, and I'm going to go ahead and just copy the term get data collection jobs. So now you have an idea of what people are reading about here. So bear with me here. We're going to go look up data collection jobs. Okay, so 12.5 million other references. Okay, but here's the really cool thing. So number one, we've already figured out what people are reading about in whatever your niche is, and this applies to any product niche that you're in, business opportunity niche that you're in, home business niche that you're in. It works like a charm. Okay, so I just pulled up the data collection jobs, I punched that into Google and took a look at it. But going down to the bottom, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, listing number 6, without going into the double listings, and I'll talk about that here in a second. Their article is on page 1 of Google for 12 million other references throughout the internet, just by simply writing a really quick article. And just to go look at it here, let's go look at the bottom. You can see how many times it's been viewed. So it's gotten a fair amount of traffic here, 326 views. Articles have been read since at the time that I'm doing this video, about a month and a half ago. So not bad. And the cool thing is, they write this article and they get clicks to their, hopefully this is a lead capture page of theirs there. But even cooler is, right here, they get a listing on page one of Google just for publishing something on e-Zine articles. So that's my first tip. And then, but here is the really, really cool thing that most people don't even know about. So, and this is a good example here. So what you see, you can see this at the top here. This, and you probably see this a lot on the internet, but you don't notice it. This site, Indeed.com, is listing number 1, but it is also listing number 2, and it's indented a little bit. And this is known as a double listing. And what that means is somehow that they have 2 separate places on their website that pertain to the keyword data collection jobs. And so they got a double listing. So guaranteed they're getting a bunch of traffic because they have the first and second listing just by virtue of having 2 pieces of information on the same domain. You can see it again down here, jobs.data collection online, right here. One listing and then a double listing right there. And the way double listings work is if they're from the same domain, they get listed one right underneath each other. But the thing that most people don't know about, and this is the really, really cool tip that I want you to capitalize on, is that you can do the same thing for e-Zine articles. If you were to write an article about data collection jobs, you can get a double listing on page 1 of Google. And so my little cheater tip here is, if I were, if this were something that I were going to write about, I would, write about it, and then you can pretty easily get a page 1 listing. And how it would be listed is just like up here. There'd be one article and then the second article right here. So you are using number 1, you're using the authority from a place, e-Zine Articles, which is a very high authority website. And then number 2, you're capitalizing on the authority of an article that is already published on that domain, and you get a double listing right there. So just a quick tip right there. You can apply that to any kind of keyword. That's a really, any kind of keyword imaginable. So just do a little bit of research. And so number 1, go figure out what people are reading in the niche that you're in. Product niche, business opportunity niche, can be anything like that. And just do a little bit of research, just like I showed you right there, and a quick, easy way to get onto page 1 of Google right there. So what I want you to do, I want you to go implement this and start writing some articles for yourself, or even better, have somebody else write them for you. I mean, that's an easy way to go ahead and implement this, and it works really, really well. And guaranteed, you probably didn't know about this tip right here, the double listing, but it works very, very well. I've used it hundreds of times to get page 1 listings from e-Zine articles and other things there too. And it works like a charm. So again, this is Kurt Henninger. Hope you got something out of this tip. If you don't belong to my newsletter, head over to internetsponsoringnow.com. I have a free 7-day tutorial for you. It teaches you about marketing and generating leads for yourself, free leads for yourself online from the internet, literally at the push of a button. This is Kurt Henninger. See you in the next video.